The grass is always greener on the other side. Today I thought I will talk about Australia. So this is my take on Australia. Hi, my name is Karma Dendup. Today I thought I'd talk about Australia. While I started off by saying that the grass is always greener on the other side, to make more sense of what I'm going to share about with regard to Australia, I thought I'd share a conversation I had with a taxi driver from Tashiangsi. This is about a year back. I was heading down to Phinsiling with a taxi driver from Tashiangsi. And he shared about how he used to be a farmer before, and he used to work the year round, but at the end of the year when harvest season came, the monkeys and the boars would raid his fields, and he would be left with, first of all, sleepless nights, and then after that he wouldn't have anything to show for it. So finally, against the advice of all of his family and friends, he left Tashiangsi. First he went to Bumthang, did some small garment and some other products that he used to sell, and eventually found his way to Thimphu and then started to drive a cab. And now he seemed like a middle-aged man, but he was doing good for himself. He put his 3 children through college. The last one, I think the youngest one, was in 12th grade and was living with his recently graduated elder son. And half jokingly, as we reached Sorchen, we crossed the Chumja fog, and I was telling him that you should really be grateful to the monkeys and boars in Tashiangsi for all the success that you've had. And he paused for some time because it took him some time to understand what I was trying to get at. Then he laughed and he said, "Yeah, sir, you're right. If they hadn't raided his fields, then he wouldn't have been as successful as he is now." And as we continued our conversation, I asked him that if you knew how to speak English, or if you had any means, would you find yourself also, like most of our enterprising young adults, on your way to Australia? And he said, without a moment's hesitation, he said, "Why not?" And that's what I wanted to say, because when you think about it, just like this taxi driver, because his situation was hard because of the boars and the monkeys and all the other pests that raided his fields, he found his way to Bumthang and eventually to Thimphu, and he was able to make a living for himself and also a better life for himself and his family. And I think at the core of it, that's why young adults or other Bhutanese find their way to Australia. I don't think it's because they love Bhutan any less. I don't think it's because they love Australia. It's just that they see a better opportunity down there, and if I had better eyesight, I probably would find myself in Australia and would be making this video in Australia as well. And I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I see so much post, some angry, some sentimental and emotional, from people here in Bhutan telling other fellow citizens who are living in Australia about the PR and other things, which I don't really think helps people who are already in Australia and working there. And while I started this off by saying that the grass is always greener on the other side, it always does seem like that. But I know for a fact, because I have friends, I have family in Australia, the living conditions are in many sense no better than it is here in Bhutan. Maybe you had more power, more authority while you were here in Bhutan, but the life challenges are the same down there. And while I have my vision impairment to navigate through life, I think everybody has some sort of life challenge that they are facing. And one thing that I also wanted to share quickly before I run out of time is I wanted to share about how there seems to be this other myth about money. There has been a recent research and a finding which says that while the popular belief is that money can't buy you happiness and it can't buy you love, but the recent research that I wanted to share about was that in fact money can buy you happiness and you can become happier with money. The trick or the catch is that you need to be a happy person with a happy disposition before you started to make money. And in that very same light, while we might find ourselves in Australia, in Kuwait, in Qatar, in the US or the UK, I think the work that needs to be done is internal. And I can't say that I have figured it out, but to a vast extent, the morning prayer sessions that I do and the evening prayer sessions that I do is like learning how to drive. And I've shared it in other MyTake videos as well also, that I am practicing to calm my mind, to be mindful. And it has paid dividends that in spite of my visual impairment, I find myself so much more happier now than I used to be before with a 20/20 vision. So sorry for all of the noise, the pressure cooker, and I don't know if you can hear the girls, they are on their gadgets right now. Every afternoon they get a half an hour game time, and today, since the holidays started, depending upon their behavior, they get a bonus of 15 more minutes. So I'm sorry for all of the other sounds that are there in today's MyTake. So that's what I wanted to share. And I wish all the Bhutanese who are in other parts of the world all the very best. And thank you so much. I see that many of you watch my take videos, and it would be nice if you can drop a comment to let me know if I am making any sense to you. And I think for the government and for the rest of the people, rest of the Bhutanese who are here in Bhutan, I think we need to be supportive of our fellow Bhutanese who are facing more challenges in a more developed world. So Las, that's today's Wednesday, and wishing you all the very best. And don't forget to analyze and realize. And if you find any value in what I'm sharing here, then don't forget to repost or share it. And I'll catch you in the next one.